Hey everybody, welcome to the Tuesday night live. Because normally I'd be on here on Wednesday night, but I'm going Tuesday night, so nobody else is up here yet. If you guys want to pop up, that'd be cool. If not, we can. Get rid of that echo from me there. So how are you? How is everybody doing tonight? What is everybody's chat smoking on? Yeah, do you want to pop up? Show what you got going on. I'll be going live on Tuesdays now instead of Wednesdays because I got a class on Wednesday nights that I have to. That's for an hour, so that's why I'm changing it up now. But yeah, how's it going, Starhand, Yama, Indoor Promised Land, Junior, Rams, BK, Text Dog? How you guys all doing? Come up. Oh, I wholesale for. I have a wholesale account for Pavita, but it's only really viable if you're in Canada because there's no point. I pay tariffs to come this way, and then tariffs will go back. So unless you're in Canada, it's not really worth moving $1 packages around. What's going on, Wild? Canada. How is your outdoor doing though? Yeah, save the turds. Yeah, you gotta eat. What's going on, Mike? But yeah. So what are you guys all smoking on? Let's get some background tunes going here. There we go. Hey, Cheryl. How's it going? Levels. What's going on? Grown up. What's going on, brother? Oh, nice. Wow. It's nice when they pop around. They really start showing you what's going on. Yeah, I'm gonna run some clones for my next run in the 4x8, so I can be on the same watering schedule this time. I'm always running testers a lot of the times, but this time I kind of want to run a monocrop of the same thing, so I don't have to worry about it. I think that should work out well. But yeah, no, grown up, Levels, Yama, anybody, you guys can come up. Hey, yeah, I'll be all you too if you want. Same with you, Viking, even if you want to come up. going. Yeah, all right. See, yeah, man, I'm interested in seeing how your garden's doing. Oh, here comes growing up. Hey, man.
Yo, hey Matt, I got a question.
That's good.
So I unzipped today. I came home from work, and can you see this? Are these nanners? I'm gonna try to get it as close as I can. I don't know if I got a good zoom on here, but it looks like I see nanners.
It would be like one single. It will actually have like a banana shape to it, and it'd be a one single thing. Are you sure it's not like two hairs trying to protrude out in the same spot together?
You know what?
Because you know what? Sometimes two hairs can fold like an ingrown hair kind of thing, and it kind of folds in on itself, and it looks like a nanner, but it could be a hair.
You know what? I gotta get my magnifying glass.
Yeah, I would definitely do that. And if you see it, I would maybe pull it out on one spot, and then like pull one out with like tweezers to see if it is just a couple hairs. So if you're gonna do it to you're just gonna do it to one bract basically, and then see if it's a hair or if it is a nanner, right? And if it is a nanner, then you just do what you need to do from that point forward. Correct. I hope it's not, but
I know. I mean, they're finishing up, so I don't know. You know, I don't think it's going to really affect, but the Candyland,
it won't. It takes a while. I don't know. I can't remember the actual time off the top of my head right now, but the amount of time it takes for the pollen to come into the bract, into the ovary, start a seed, and have a seed that's going to cause you any sort of issue. I don't know how long that is, and I'm pretty sure if there's people that do a lot of breeding in here.
Yeah, because, I just didn't want a bunch of seeds for sure.
Yeah, well, the reason why I was saying to pull it out with some tweezers, though, is just for identification, to see if it's hairs or see if it actually is a nanner on one of the objects. At that point, yeah.
Okay, we'll do
but if it nanners, I wouldn't just sit there and pull them all out one by one. It's going to be a waste of time.
Correct, yeah, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Then we got the Mac 1, the amazing Mac 1.
That was looking awesome.
Yeah, that Mac 1's looking good.
Word on the street is apparently that thing doesn't like artificial light, but I don't believe that. Yours is looking really good.
Well, yeah, this is just under Mars Hydro 2000. Yeah, 200 watts. It's nothing.
Right.
But
that's looking awesome, man. Nice.
Yeah.
It's just you guys got to give it just enough light, probably, right? Or is it?
Correct. Well, this is turned all the way up. I got it.
He likes it max.
Yeah. But they love it. I don't know. This is the Boston cream pie.
Oh, nice. That's the one from Motley?
From Motley, yeah. Duct tape in Boston cream pie.
Nice.
Looking pretty good. And you got that Jedi Kush.
Levels, the Mac 1 was that purple one in the very front of that one. The one that's looking fantastic in his garden.
Correct. That thing is just, Matt, it is outstanding. It really is. It's one of the best plants I've ever grown.
That's what happens when you have something that knows how to grow. It grows it.
Man, that is just awesome. Yeah, that was my. I'm wondering about the Jedi Kush. It looks like nanner, but I'm gonna check it out. I need glasses, so
yeah. Like I said, pull out one to see if it's just two hairs pulled up on each by themselves. Because sometimes I get that on my plants, especially late in flower. Like it will look like a nanner, but it's just hairs. They look like ingrown almost on themselves because they're not quite out.
Gotcha.
Fingers crossed that that's what it is.
yeah. We'll check it out. I'll definitely let you guys know for sure.
Yeah,
man.
man.
I was just jumping in, showing real quick. I'm going back in the chat.
It's looking good, man.
Thank you so much.
Cool. Text dog. Here we go.
Okay, well, I got my Got my wire. It's been thunderstorming all day. It's only been in the 60s today, but everything's doing all right.
Yeah, man.
I started butchering on these a little bit. Get a few of the big leaves off.
And yeah, so how are you having fires down there too in California?
Oh yeah. They've come within a half mile of me several times.
Yeah, because I was wondering about that. Because if you have that smoke in the air, like fire smoke like that, really kind of cuts out on the heat too.
Well, I was very, very lucky. The smoke had always been blown. I think I got like 2 days of smoke out of the last 3 fires that got real close to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made these screens here. They're you see that one there is 102 inches of wire screen there. I put the big one in. The big one's in 104 inches of wire, and I cut these holes in it for hand holes. I've got them all over the place.
Okay, so you do have a way to get your hands in there, right?
Yeah. Well, what I started doing. Here's a screen. Here's a. What I'm doing. Here's a hole right here. I just cut the center wire off. The center wire, and then get in. And what I've been doing is, if I want to go into the pot or into here any place, I just go ahead and cut another hole.
Oh yeah, no, that's perfect.
I bend the wire over like this, so that it doesn't jab you when you go in there. I get there. There we go. Get green now. I can see a little bit. Yeah. I cut these holes here too. Oh, there's a tree frog. You see him?
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
I just kicked him up out of the straw. Yeah. I've got like 5 of them in here right now. So he just come out, do his job.
So you have those frogs? You got a couple mantises? You said you had in there too?
Yeah. Well, over here, I don't have any yet. They haven't hatched yet. I found this egg cluster. I mounted it up here. That's a praying mantis egg cluster. I'm waiting for it to hatch.
Okay, that's awesome.
The plants are doing pretty. Huh?
I was gonna say, how many do you have? And do they do help with pests? Hey.
I didn't have any pest problem last year. 0.
Very cool.
But I mean, I've never seen the tree frogs in the plants. But I mean, their names are tree frogs, so they must climb up on the stuff at night.
Yeah.
You know, I figure they're all up into this greenery, and
that's right. Because at nighttime you can always hear frogs going at it, right?
Oh yeah.
You definitely want to do that.
Yeah, these holes work real well though. I'm lucky I only had to use 2 poles on each screen. I was worried I'd have to go with 4, but 2's enough. And then it's up off the ground, so I can get underneath, pick stuff up, and. But I got holes all over I cut holes all over in it. And but any place I need access, I'll just start in so much.
And are you going to train them through, like, just through the net and everything too, right? Like,
yeah.
Just going to keep them. Okay, cool.
I'm trying to. Here, see, I'm already got them going through.
Yeah.
Got this one here, and I've this was the Star Killer Do-si-dos that had those giant leaves. I cut those big leaves off of it.
Yep.
Made some more room, and then these 2 side branches, I pulled them out a little bit. I don't want them to split or anything. I pulled those out to the side a bit, make a little room for them in the center.
Yeah, just slowly edge them up to the side and then get them through some of those holes so you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, the plants are doing really good on top. Well, this one's not good.
How's those?
See, I got a lot of nice tops on these.
Yeah, man. You got a lot of tops on them. That's looking good.
Yeah. And this one's real pretty. I love this plant. Well, I straightened it up like I told you before, and the limb on the left side folded out. It against the center of the plant. So I folded it out and you're in the way. You're in the way.
Levels, he just took the bit, he was just saying that he took the big families off. That was what he took off and let those branches and started taking those branches down.
Yep.
There they are.
Yeah, so I'm real happy with the screening though.
Oh yeah, I would be too. How is your big sunflowers doing? Oh yeah, there they are.
Yeah, I tied them up a little bit so in case the storm wind comes through here.
Yeah.
Keep from getting knocked down. And I did that the same way.
Oh yeah, no, you got to do those. Those things like. Especially when they get their heads on the top, then you're.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna catch wind.
I'm gonna get you. You're in trouble. So, yeah, this is what I did all week.
Is that what was the white marks on those leaves on the ground? Was that just like your straw, or is that bug damage?
No, that's water with trying to see it again. That's water with pollen, tree pollen.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, the yellow tree pollen. Yeah, we've had a little bit of rain from these thunderstorms that came through. Everybody's just happy as hell, and you can see how I'm bringing everybody through the fence, spreading them out a little bit.
Yeah, to maximize your the photons, right? Keep in mind, a healthy leaf actually absorbs 95% of the photons, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize when they try to stack their plants on top of each other, the bottom stuff's not going to get anything. That's a good idea. You're doing that.
Yeah, You think I should top these branches also?
You're early enough. You're early enough that you can do that and get multiple heads on them if you want to do that.
Over there.
I'm probably going to do that with my outdoor plant right now because I just put mine outdoors on June the 1st, and I have probably 6 main tops coming off of it, all spread out right now, 6 or 8 depending. I can't remember which one of the two. And then I'm just going to top those again so they can go up.
Yeah, I'm on my 4th set of branches right now. We're just starting the 5th one's right in here. I don't know if I got that in. Yeah, just starting the 5th branch is right in here. I'm going to top it one more time. I think the top. I don't know a lot about it. I'm just playing it by ear.
Yeah, no, it makes sense to do that. You're doing it. You do it early enough now to do it. I wouldn't top your tops again. Like, I wouldn't do them in July, but in June I think you'll be okay. But in July, I would try to hold off on that. Let you strengthen up your branches and get ready for flower. But if you were to do it, like, it would be this week or next week, could probably maximize on it.
Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh, the potatoes are doing great. They're just jumping. Well, it's good that we had this water. Well, you can see all the yellow on these leaves. That's all pollen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We got pine trees and oak trees here, and so they're all just crapping out all over the place. Oh, I had something I was going to ask, and I can't remember what it is now. But yeah, it's supposed to be warmer again. We're going back into a warming trend. So, but anyway,
Yeah.
the big screen right there on the big plant, that's 104 inches long. The screen is. I ran about 100 on most of these. Got 102 on there. But yeah, this is 50 feet of wire, and I needed 28 inches more, so I had to jerry rig this over here. Added 3 foot on that. These plants ought to all grow into it.
Yeah. No, you got it. You got it going on right now.
Oh, what I was going to say, I'm real happy with the soil I built.
Yeah. What is your composition?
Yeah. Well, I drove out into the forest looking for some soil, and there I found a hump on the ground, and I remember we burnt some brush there over the years. And I remember before we burnt brush, we had steers out there underneath the tree. My dad would scrape up all the manure and straw and all that crap, and he'd put it on he'd make a big pile of it, and it just sat. And it decomposed till it was like 1.5 feet tall or something. But yeah, this was like 25 years ago this happened. So I started digging in that stuff, and it was just black underneath. Oh, here's the rut. This is the rut Star Killer Dosado. It's it was down here, all these dark things down below, and since I moved it, I don't know. I got anything in there. Anyway, this is the Star Killer Do-Si-Do. It's grown 4 inches since I put it out here.
Since you put that stuff on there, so that's a nice little compost mixture though you got.
Oh yeah, well then what I bought a 50-pound bag of bluegill fish food, and my bluegill wouldn't eat it, but you could smell the food that it had a lot of fish byproducts in it. So I started looking at its pellet food. I started looking at it as a time release fish emulsion. Mm-hmm. So I mixed I probably put 5 gallons in. I mixed it in the fall, half the mix, and then I bought 26 bags of potting soil, and I mixed a bunch of other stuff in that, and I mixed all of it together after that. But yeah, it sat all fall with. I also had a 6-foot pile of black oak leaves that I ran over with my riding lawnmower, turned it into mulch.
Okay, so it's all kind of stuff that you did yourself, and you source out yourself around your area.
If you look on the surface, there's if you look up the soil, there's stuff on the surface, and it's all little bits of leaves, but hand in there. But I'll show you. See, so you can just go right down into it. It's just real soft. Okay, well, I guess I've taken enough of your time up.
Oh, no, it's all good. It's looking good.
Happy dog. Okay, well, I'll go back and get online and set this tent.
Cheers, man.
Okay, we'll get inside. Bye.
What is Anybody else want to pop up and show what they got? Here, I'll show you what I'm going to start. This is what I'm going to run in my 4x8 when this runs over. Run these 3 cones. But I'm going to be switching them back to synthetics because that's how I do my main feed. And these, of course, are leaves from the original cut. But that's what I plan on running. These are a week and a half old since cut. These were cut. These were the ones that I made the that short on. But that fucking leaf is ugly as shit, though. That one needs to. I hate it when you have those ugly ones that stay on there from the cut. Here's another one. Here's the girlfriend's plant. We haven't trained it at all. This is untouched. Oh, those are the cherry lepews that are the clones. They're my outdoor plant right now. And then this is the one the girlfriend's growing. We haven't touched it at all for training. So it's totally Christmas tree right now. But we're kind of waiting for some space. It's the cherry breeze crossed with skunk. So cherry breeze crossed with skunk. This one is Motorhead that we're growing here. But you got to get it probably transplanted out soon. This one's organic. This one's just in HP Pro mix, worm castings, and 444 slow amendment. Thanks, man. It already has side branching and stuff. I'm trying to teach the girlfriend how to grow. So I'm trying to get enough stuff that we can do a nice little training session on a couple things. Of course, that one got water today. Oh, here we go.
Oh shit, I'm up already. Holy crap.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Wow, it looks so green. Holy fuck. Even the insulation looks green. Oh my god. All right, so how we doing, Matt? Good to see you.
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
No, it's good to see you, man. Congrats on the live show. I'm glad to be here with you.
Yeah, man, me too. I'm glad you're up here and showing these fine ladies.
Yeah, little tiny ones, you know. Day 3 or 4, if I remember correctly. Veg, you know. Good looking clones, right? It's all right, right? Yeah, good looking.
They are looking really. Yeah, you got a good start going on. Oh, I was gonna add one guy. We'll come back. Hey, Tex.
What's up, Tex? No, man, good to see that garden. I love seeing outdoor shit, man. I love that right now. I just don't have the wherewithal or time or whatnot. Also, there's probably a lot of outdoor growers in my area. Likely, if I grew outdoors, I'd probably get pollinated, you know. So I just kind of don't fuck with that. But you guys out there in the wild open, you know, it's good to see you guys outdoor grows and all the time you guys spend with that. All the time you spend, you know, setting up trellises and getting areas right. That last grow we saw with Tex was really beautiful. So, you know, I love to see that shit, you know. Looks a lot better than this insulation, right? You know, a little bit of outdoor sunlight and nice weather. Yeah. Yeah.
This is going to look really nice once it gets going, though, man.
Well, like 2 weeks from now, you guys will see, like, I mean, unless I kill them, you know, 2 weeks from now, it'll be like where they're touching side by side. And then 3 weeks from now, they'll be overlapping. And and then by then we'll be taking them downstairs to the flower space. But we'll be taking the system with us. You know, we're gonna finish out in this system. We're gonna see what we can do with this air cube situation, and this is just the start. They've been, I think I said 3 days or maybe 4 days if I'm wrong, in here since they were just little solo cups, you know, just little solo cup clones, right? Popped in there, and we're gonna see how it goes. Yeah. Not much to look at, but
how many cycles? I remember I was asking you before kind of what you were thinking, but how many cycles are you doing?
it looks like 6 or 7 a day.
Nice.
6 or 7 a day. Now I gotta be careful. I had some bare root clones that were really good looking clones, and I decided to sneak them into like Hydroton rather than use them here. So what I used here were clones that I had moved from little root cubes, like little Grodan cubes, into like cocoa in a solo cup, right?
Yeah.
And so once they rooted that cocoa in the solo cup, I put them into the cubes with. A lot of you guys might be seeing this for the first time, but I know you see these black rocks up here. This is not the media. The media is 100% Hydroton, all the way down. All right. So I'm sorry. Perlite.
Okay, sorry.
My bad. Yeah. No, thank you. No, absolutely. Thank you. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but yeah, that's perlite. You guys get perlite in your pro mix. You get perlite in your soil mix. It's usually kind of smaller than this. This is number 4 perlite. It's kind of like pebble size, And I thought, if I have this like frequent fertigation system, right? Why not use something that's totally inert, something that sheds off water? But the concern that I had putting these clones into these air cubes here with the perlite is that they had fully rooted into like a solo cup, like a 12-ounce cup with cocoa. So now I've got a cocoa plug, down into those. So I think eventually I'll have a more frequent cycle, right? More than 6 or 7 times a day, more like 10 or 12. Once the roots are down to the perlite, but right now the roots are still hanging out outside of the cocoa, kind of plug of the 12 ounces of cocoa that we shoved in there. So I don't want to over wet it. And that's why we're going like 6 or 7 times a day right now with the watering. The watering is just kissing the bottom of those cocoa plugs so they could soak it up a little bit and try to promote some roots going down to the perlite. But yeah, soon enough we'll have it on a more, a more frequent, probably like every 2 hours. We'll go to 12 waterings a day with the system. It does automatic watering. In case you guys are watching for the first time, you don't know, it does like automatic watering. It fills it from the bottom and then it drains it back out again, and it's pretty rapid the way it does that. We're gonna see how we work with this, but yeah, 100% perlite. The river rocks, those black things on the top, they're just there to hold down the perlite, because perlite floats, and if you water from the bottom up, it's going to float out the top. So I used a little bit of landscaping fabric and river rocks to hold that shit down. And for a lot of you guys, it might be the first time you're seeing this. I know, Matt, you and I talked like over the weekend. I kind of showed you what I had going on. We talked about it a little bit. I got some of your advice, and thanks for sharing your thoughts with me, because I really have been able to utilize that here.
Yeah, man, you're doing really well. I'm just happy to see it. I'm happy to see it in motion. It's looking really good.
Yeah, they're small, but they'll get bigger. You guys all know. I mean, we topped. Here, I'll show you. We topped once when we were a rooted clone in a cube. We topped once, and that's that back there, right there. Boom. There's that top. And then we topped, really it was more like a FIM, because the tops aren't that big. It's not that vertical yet. But we took off our tops again there like 2 days ago. There's that spot right there, see?
Yeah.
So now these really will hopefully turn into 3 or 2 each, and it'll let the lower branches to catch up. Of course, I could probably go through here and do a little bit of lollipopping and promote some vertical growth of these lower branches, and that'd be what it is. But they're all the same thing, you know. They're all uniform. Topped once, and then topped twice, right? Topped once, and then topped the second time. All of them.
Yeah.
So, you know, this is the whole thing with top early, top often. Like Flyby says it, Viking King says it, D-Nug says it, Lone Villain says it. You guys all know this, right? Top as early as you fucking can. And this is why you want to take clones that have multiple nodes on them already before you take them, like 4 or 5 or 6. And in short succession, not tall ass branches that have like every inch something, you know, another node. I mean, like stacked like on a 4-inch branch with like 6 nodes. You top that motherfucker before it's even like finished rooting. And you get those 2, and then the lower ones catch up, and then you get something like this that looks a little nasty for small. But if I tell you it's only, you know, it was rooted for a week and a half, and then we put it in veg under, you know, less than 24 hours a day light. This is like 18.6. Oh, fuck. You guys seen one of those in a while? How long has it been since you guys have seen one of those right there, man?
That's a scrap metal, right?
Yeah, that's right. In an XL hood and hung real high. Yeah,
that's what my
watts.
mom grows with. My mom has a ceramic metal highlight for her grow tent.
Yeah, it's the shit, man.
Yeah,
it's the shit. Everybody grew like this back in the day. If we're talking to people right now who only know LEDs, you know, welcome to growing, because you know shit's been going on for a minute, right? Yeah. So yeah, no, and it's appropriate. It's appropriate. You see, I like fluorescence. I'll put fluorescence over everything, but I run out of fluorescence, and I'm like, well, what if I get 600 watts out of this thing? It's 1,000 watt cranked down to 600 watts on a digital ballast.
And it's 20% blue, so
yeah, that's why even, you know, you see the insulation in the background looks green when I came on. Like that's why, you know, that wall is kind of green. It's not really green, you know. So yeah, no, this shit's gonna take off. I mean, it really will, because it wants to. And it's got all those heads, you know, soon enough. Like I said, it's not going to be next week. Yep. Next week, they'll be up to here. Maybe even a little stretchy from the lower branches. That's what we want, to bring the canopy up to the top, you know. And then they'll be like touching in 2 weeks, you know. They'll be spanning the space. Unless I kill them, unless I fuck up this system and I kill them. But I kind of think I have this shit on dial right now. You know, the first 3 days in this system, if they were going to die, they would have died already. So I must be doing something right, you know, with the amount of watering, amount of fertigation. And, you know, they sent me a reservoir, but I went ahead and just chose to use an old tub. You know, certainly we got air stones in there, you know. We, instead of going sterile res, we went with HydroGuard and SLF 100 and also Orca. So you got your beneficials, you got your calcium shitters, you know, you got your single rhizobacillus from the HydroGuard, and then you got your Orca, which has fucking everything, plus mycorrhizae, plus all that. And that's how we're going to keep the whole system clean. You know, we're not going to use any bleaches or hypochlorous or UC roots or any of that. We're just going to keep it clean with active bacteria and active microbes. And that'll do the thing. Also, it's great for the roots. So everyone's gonna be happy. We'll see how things work out, right?
Yeah, man.
It just looks so small, right? It's 8.
It looks good.
Yeah, well, it's like 8 feet long, and you know, probably more than that, even maybe more like 10 feet long. But you know, these cubes are only about a foot by a foot. So, you know, I think it all worked out. But again, 600 watts, yeah, under a halide bulb, you know, it's gonna do great.
Yeah, but this is just for veg you're doing under this, right? You're gonna move it under.
Right,
okay.
Right. They're gonna go into LEDs, and like I said, I usually start under fluorescence. Fluorescence are great. You could do a lot with fluorescence. You know, I mean, like even these plants that are the same age, the same size clones, they're doing pretty good in their solo cups under the 100 watts of fluorescence. For you know, 25 watt bulbs, 100 watts, 2x2. You know, turn down 50%. It'll do. These will do great. These are going to go into Hydroton. They're going to go into hydro. They're going to be the other half of my system down in the flower room. But then I got to take apart one of my other systems just to make space for this shit. Got to move all this down, and when we do, we're gonna elongate the space between each one of these pods, because right now it's set up to top out in veg, but I don't want to overcrowd when we get into flower. You can't just go vertical.
Like
well, it's soft tubing. I could cut it and just make an extender there, where spreading them out farther that way is not a problem, but making them take up maybe a longer space. That's what we're going to address. Yeah.
It's easily DIY-able to make it the way you want it, right?
Yeah, and that's the problem with like the DWC or RDWC is like, changing all that like hard PVC stuff, all the tubing, all the plumbing and stuff is difficult. This is kind of easy, where you just cut a spot and put an extender in there and make it a little longer. So instead of 10-inch bucket with a 10-inch space, we go 10-inch bucket with a 20-inch space and let the plants all get 20 plus inches wide, between each area. Yeah. But this is the thing. No matter what system you're in, if you're growing soil, you're growing hydro, you're growing cocoa, you're growing, some sort of DWC, or you're growing ebb and flow, you got to know how big your plants are going to get with the amount of veg time you give them. And if you don't plan accordingly, you're going to lose something. You're going to end up with a lot of larf, a lot of boof at the bottom that doesn't see a lot of light if you don't space them out. And a lot of people would say, Growboss would say, everyone here would say, it's, plant count is very relevant, to space. Then time. Plant count, space, time,
True.
Yeah.
It is good to have more, but if you're in a place that's restricted by plant count, like, hold on, I'll take you off the main one.
No, I'm here. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, like we're at my main grow where all my flower stuff is. I don't have my license over there, right? I haven't signed it up over there. So in Canada, I can only have 4 plants. So I have to try to maximize what I can with 4 plants. So that's why I run 2 plants in a 4x8, and then I run 1 in a 3x3, and then I have 1 outside right now.
South Beemore says longer pipe. Yeah, South B, longer pipe. That's what he said.
But that's also why my plants right now are starting week 4 of flower, and those clones down there are the replacements.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that by the time my flowers are done drying in my tent, I'm going to be vegging those ones for about 10 weeks before they even go to my flower tent. So I'm not waiting like I did, because I didn't plan it right. I had 5 weeks in between veg to flipping flower when I should have been flipping flower right away. Right? I just got to keep that more on track.
I could do like 2 minutes of this right here, guys.
Oh, shit. Damn, that's fucking huge. Is that the one that fell through?
Yeah, right there. It fell. I fixed it. It fell through again. It's like 6 inches down, man. But we're like 2 weeks away from done. It's gonna be fine. There's enough. There's enough air in there. There's enough air in the bucket. There's enough air in the system.
Well, what do you reckon on that thing?
What's that, bud?
What do you reckon on that for weight?
Like 2, maybe 2 and some. 2 and some if I count the booth, maybe 3. I don't know. It's. I haven't even been on the backside for a while, But I had some plant problems. I had some leaf problems with it. I hit some high newt levels. It kind of hit the upper end, and then I had like what was clearly an iron deficiency from here. Look. Let's look at this. Let me see if I can fix this right here. See this thing. You see the inner venochlorosis, but not the tip, but not tip burn really.
It's almost necrotic, dude, in the middle now.
Yeah. It went super iron. Like I think it's iron deficiency and or like potassium, and I think I know why. Yeah. But I've had this before, and it didn't result. You got a little bit of like kind of bending, but not every leaf that had this, And then some of the leaves that had this were horrible. Like they went super like, looked like a newt burn, but then other leaves only had the interveinals. So look, this close to finish, I already went ahead and reduced my my parts per million in the reservoir to like 300. So we're in flush right now. And you know what I was told by Growboss a long time ago, if it's a problem you can fix by pulling off the leaf, it's not really a problem. We might have a bunch of these leaves, but we're continuing to grow and we still have like white hairs on everything, all these fucking donkey dicks and shit. So, you know, being not this far out, I'm not worried. If it was a plant that was just starting flowering, I had to just throw it away. But what are you gonna do, right? Fucking plant that big, dude. Who cares?
Yeah, man. That's I like it. That's doing well, man. Good work.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not perfect. I would rather it be perfect, but it, you know, it just wasn't. It's fine. It's fine. It's a great example of like kind of what happens when you underfeed iron or maybe overfeed some ppms 1 week. But you know, it's not dead because clearly it's still growing. You know, so.
Absolutely,
but,
dude.
yeah.
You're doing
Then we got these other side, which is like kind of an not experiment, but an example of like, you know, going on the low end of ppms and stuff, and you know, same age, right? Or not? Sorry, came into flower at the same time, not the same age. You know, these are regular 30 days. This was like a crazy 8 weeks. You know, so, but you know, these plants, they're already starting to autumn, but they're still growing, which is fine. I kind of hope I don't run out of energy, and I don't think I will, but, you know, everything's looking, like, pretty goddamn good, you know? It's like, what do you want, you know? So, you know, big plant, awesome sauce, regular plants, you know, regular situation. The stuff you saw upstairs, that's the future. What are your thoughts?
Hold up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. I was just saying. So I'm just adding moderators right now, too, as I'm talking to you. I think my thoughts on what the plant right there, or your new run.
Yeah, let's talk about what's in here right now, because like it's a week and a half away from harvest. Probably, I think we're in 6.5 weeks. If I go 8.5 weeks, I'd be surprised.
These aren't all the same cultivar, are they?
No, this one's a mimosa. There's a couple of mimosa in here on this side, but mostly it's lemon drip, which I was fortunate to be part of, like a genetic trial, you know. So it smells really fantastic in here. I've grown the mimosa before, but never that big, you know. Mostly they look like these right there, you know, but you know, a lot of it is, you know, 30 days, 60 days, you know. It's a big difference. I mean, it doesn't look bad though, right?
30, yeah. What do you mean 30 days, 60 days? On flower, you mean? Or
veg. No, veg. They came into
yeah.
flower at the same time. Yeah, they moved into here at the same time, which is why I'm saying, like, they
It's
both
worth
have the
it.
same amount of time before they're done. Yeah. I mean,
worth it.
but I mean, holy fuck, that's like 6 times larger than one of these for just twice the time. So I don't know. If you have space for big plants, maybe do that.
Well, I'm kicking myself right now too, because in my 4x8, I probably should have vegged my plants for probably another week, because I hate seeing canopies that have missing portions, and I have my corners now that could have been filled in better, and I'm just. So I hear you on that. So I'm all about trying to get the most amount of veg you can. To make sure you feel your space.
Someone said it was too blurry. Let me just try one more time. Hey, guy, I'm sorry. I'm in a basement surrounded in RMAX insulation with aluminum foil covering and all these LED lights. It's really hard to get a good, like, Wi-Fi connection or whatnot. But it's not any fuckery. If I could make the image any better for you, I would, absolutely. If you could see that, and I'm going to turn my camera. You know, just 30-day veg plants. Nothing, you know, they're 30-inch plants, you know, like an inch for every day in veg. It looks very yellow under this side. The lights are on pretty full blast. If I wanted to fluff it, I'd turn the lights down a little bit. But I'm just coming down here to show you guys rather than do some sort of broadcast in here. So, yeah.
It's
That plant is every bit of 5 feet tall. Like, I've run out of space.
Have you done well? The best thing to do too is just to wait until the end and compare your results, right? Compare your weight, see how it goes.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I know how much weight I've gotten from a single plant on that side of the room. Maximum 5 plants. This plant in particular is bigger. I couldn't put 5 of those on that side. It'd probably have more like 3 or 4. But I know how much weight I can get out of that space with that portion of light. So I should be able to divide that in and make a reasonable estimate. I wish Carl would come and tell me something because I really do need his help.
I know. I wonder where he is.
He's just disappeared. Anyway, look, man, good to see your live show. I'm glad to be on here. Thank you for letting me show a little bit of what we have going on and a little bit of what I have coming up here at the Indoor Promised Land.
That looks awesome. Yeah, you're coming along for sure.
I appreciate you, Matt. I really do.
Oh, man. Just got to get some rollies. Does anybody else want to pop up, maybe? And if I forgot anybody on the wrenches, let me know, because I try to go through there and add wrenches. I don't have much to show. I just have those ones I showed earlier. Levels. So you gonna come up and see what you got? Yeah, I already got him, I think. Text, you still in chat? Let's see if you can have a chance to maybe show that. Or we're getting bongs or getting bong rips until people come on. Sounds good. Oh yeah, no problem, John. It's but that's a pretty crazy looking plant you got going on there. How big are the roots? Are they're totally taking out the whole thing, hey? Pretty bad. Next Tuesday, that's what I'll name the fucking live stream. I just won't put my name in front of it because that would sound fucking weird. Where the fuck did the drone go? There we go. Not so good. Yeah. Yeah, no, not gonna name it that. Probably just the. Fucking name of the other ones, some crazy fucking Germans will show up again like a long time ago. Levels, you coming up? Anybody got some during the show? Shit. I can't see it. News. Oh fuck, you showed up with that one. Well, let's see. Yeah, man. Everybody else want to come and get stoned? Brutal. Hey, what's going on, Regime? Was that intentional? He just comes on, man, leaves. Oh, there you are. There's some plants to take care of.
The lupines didn't last very long.
I don't know. It's just the conditions.
I'm not sure, but it's happening to all of them, whether they got overfed or... I've never grown them before either. Maybe they're just a spring flower.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. I love having those in the garden and stuff like that because they take care of some of the flying pests. And the fiance absolutely hates spiders, but that's the only place that she knows that she has to let them be. I'm like, they have a place out there.
Yep.
I have actually. I got these 2 onion plants that are standing side by side, and then they've made a web in between the 2 onion between 2 onion sticks, basically. Oh, nice. That's coming along really nicely.
So many.
That's a lot of jalapenos on. Is that all? How many plants is that? Just one?
This is one.
Oh shit! Hey, has he got a lot of jalapenos on that one plant?
They're sweet peppers.
Sweet pepper.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't grow spicy peppers, just sweet ones.
Oh.
They're much more usable, right? You can do much more with a sweet pepper than you can with a spicy one. Sunflowers finally poke through.
Nice.
Catnip has not.
Or maybe it did and it already got taken out.
No. Well, maybe it's just starting to. These are all 3 of these are catnip in red, so I don't remember what I put in those.
Yeah, I started cat grass outside, and the cat likes to just straight rip the root out of the soil and then munch on it. I'm like, what the hell? How's that gonna help you get any more?
Well, for our cat grass, we went with a blue fescue this year.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's because like the cat grass you buy in the store, that's just oats, eh?
I know. That's all it is oats.
You're on TV.
Oh, very. Your orchid's looking really nice there. That orchid, right? Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. Yes. Got that right.
Variety of orchids. Wait, we got a new one. Oh, wait, no, we don't. It's upstairs. This one, every time one leaf dies, as one's dying, the next one's ready.
Oh, cool. Just in a new.
This one's about to go. As soon as they stop holding themselves up and they fall over and die, another one springs up. I'm not sure if it's only supposed to have 4 leaves or I just don't know how to grow it.
Yeah,
We're
have
going
you
to do
ever
a
noticed
time
it get
lapse on
bigger?
this one. We're going to do a time lapse on this one next.
Oh, cool.
It lays down almost looking like it's dead at night and then picks itself up.
The one that's in the back corner, do you ever notice like the thickness the one that has the 4 leaves? Do you notice the plants getting thicker, like the base of it all, or does it just look like it's constantly staying the same shape the entire time?
No, I'd say it's thickening up. Eventually it may have more. Maybe it's supposed to. I've never grown it before. I just kind of bought it one day and said, well, that looks cool. Didn't do any research, so I'm just seeing if it'll live in my garden. Like all my orchids, they're all in soil. You're not supposed to do that. But I'm not going to change the way I garden for any one particular plant. If it lives, it lives. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Hey, how are you doing?
Oh, here's the new one. A new aloe vera.
Oh, nice.
A full-size one, not a mini one.
I gotta start grow. Oh, maybe not. I was gonna say I used to grow aloe vera, but now that we have that new kitten that likes to eat every single plant in the house, maybe I won't because it's not good for cats.
There's one empty tent. There's another empty tent.
That's the re-veg.
Oh, that's the Fun Nut Re-Veg Nug? Oh, damn. Nice.
This one's Runts Muffin. It just got topped.
Very nice.
The Unknown. I overwatered the fuck out of that one. Just starting to come back. Old habits die hard. Last time I had something in that container, used to just adding a full jug of water to the bottom every day, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I hear you. And I hear
This
you.
little plant, this is not 500 grams that needs a full jug of water twice a day.
Hmm.
This one, just getting bigger. The Sticky Glue by In-House.
Oh, that's looking really nice. You got a lot of tops on that thing.
That Spider-Man doing the training.
Oh yeah. Yep, you got them in there.
Oh, they're just weights hanging down, using them as a weight, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I guess they actually are doing the training. They're not
Yeah.
just sitting there. They actually are doing it.
Yeah. Sometimes they fall off and you got to put them back on, but. And all the free bugs that I picked up at the conference. Oh, yeah. The wife just went savage on one vendor at the conference.
Oh really?
Well, the lady says, yeah, we only put our big buds in the bag. And she shows the old lady, and the wife says, oh, those are your big buds? And then she goes, oh, it smells so good. And she gave the jar to my wife to smell. And the wife says, has the jar been open a while? Just
Yeah.
went totally savage on this vendor.
Yeah. No.
Like I seen her get deflated as I was filming. So that got edited out.
I got edited out of your guys' video.
Well, we might want to do a tour. Like they're a local grower for dispensaries, and we may want to do a tour there someday. So gotta edit that out.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Now I'm pretty excited that the conference is coming back to my city in October.
Second, I gotta turn down the TV and now that I'm back downstairs.
Hold on.
Well, be sure to stop by our partner there when you get there. They'll probably cut you a deal.
With who?
Biocision Labs.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I can. Yeah, that'd be interesting. It's not until October. Like I don't even. The tickets aren't even on sale yet, so I'm gonna be getting them when it's the early bird tickets for sure.
Yeah, they're a half price. Went from like $150 a ticket to $300 a ticket if you didn't get them a month before.
Oh yeah, no, I hear you. That's the way I'm gonna make sure I do it. Right now, if I go to try to go buy tickets, it automatically sends you over to the June 2022 one. So not even this year's that's coming up. So it's still not even in their system.
There's lots of information at them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, like I said, when I went to the first one, I was totally unprepared for it. So going to this time, I'll be more prepared. Like I'll have my own, well, a lot of my own stuff already cured up in sea vaults. Like I don't have it in here, but I'll use like my 1 ounce sea vaults or maybe my half ounce sea vaults, and then fill those up and then take them down there and sample them with people and everything. Right? That's kind of my plan next year when I go. That's one thing I should have done and I didn't do just because I wasn't ready for it. And now knowing a little bit more about the plant, going through school and stuff like that, I'm actually just starting Harley Smith's course starting tomorrow. and that he's redoing that one every 6 months. There's always he's reposting a course on a different day.
That's for the bud tender license.
No. That the bud tender license is that CTC, which I want to do level 2. I want to do the advanced one, but would be after Harley's class. I'm just trying to get as much as I can and to know as much as I can about it, so I can relay that information. Also help people and not get misinformed of how to do things. That's kind of my thing. And plus, I also want to get into the industry finally, but I'm going to work into it.
Well, I'll let someone else pop on.
Anybody else want to pop up? Yeah, there are. Yeah, you can't grow. There are a lot of them. That's the problem, and that's why I try to do what I can.
We're kind of the opposite. We don't give out any information
On how to grow.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a license. I'm not certified. All I've got is my lifetime of gardening. You know, I can't really tell you how to grow. You can watch me, and if you can learn by watching me, then more power to you. But I've got no science to give you.
Yeah, but you got this. But you got experience and playing, and you'll pick up. You'll understand things from just doing it for so long, right?
Yeah.
You'll come across a deficiency that you had to research and find out what that deficiency was, and now you can always kind of probably figure that one out. Or a pest, you can probably figure that out because you've gone through it, right? And you've had to look back at it that time instead of getting in the information and being ready for it when it happens. That's the only difference. You still had to look up the information. You still educated yourself on it. You just didn't do it all in a set form, right?
Yeah, that's true. YouTube taught me a lot.
Yeah.
But you got to filter about 900 hours to find that 9 hours of knowledge.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the weed plant is new to me. It's only been in my garden for just over 2.5 years now. But I find if I treat it similar to an apple tree, or if I treat it the same way I do my tomatoes, you know, the more vines I got, the smaller tomatoes get, but the more tomatoes I get. The weed plant is the same.
Mm-hmm.
Same with an apple tree. You know, if you go up and prune instead of leaving 7 apples in a bunch and you leave 2 apples, well, you get 2 big apples. It's all relative gardening. It's just learning the finer points of the plant. First time I seen spider mites, I was just like, whoa, what is that? Are they bad? I didn't know.
Yeah. And then you see the webs around your buds, and then you're like, yeah, they're not very good.
Yeah. So you go to YouTube, you go to the internet, you find the do-it-yourself ones. The first spider mites I encountered, I tackled them with gin and tequila.
Yeah.
Well, you just need alcohol, right? And I didn't have any alcohol. I didn't have isopropyl. So I cut some gin in half, and I cut some tequila in half, and I hosed those plants down daily with gin and tequila. My place smelled like a brewery. But it killed probably 90% of them. It knocked them down. Then I did more research and got better.
Mm-hmm.
I won't use gin or tequila again.
Did it cause any other issues?
No, I didn't know anything. I threw them right back under the lights, soaking wet, full of tequila and vodka and whatever booze I had on hand. Right back under the lights.
Yeah.
I didn't know, right? I hadn't researched this plant, and Now, there was no ill effect other than they smelled like booze. Every bud was completely saturated in alcohol. One had a real tequila scent to it, and the other one had gin. I couldn't tell you what they really smelled like.
Oh man, I really gin's doesn't sit well. I don't like the smell of gin.
Well, that's why gin and tequila went out of the cupboard first.
Yeah.
The least, like the Scotch stayed. None of the good stuff went. It helped. It didn't knock them out completely. It didn't kill them all, but it knocked the population down. And then finishing the research, finding out just getting them wet daily and hosing them down, and all the do-it-yourself stuff that you shouldn't learn, I tried.
Yeah.
It didn't kill my plants. It didn't taste great. I got high. But I learned and moved on from that. Next time, those little yellow dots on the leaves, look closer.
This guy's so fucking funny. Nobody here is throwing fluff at anybody. If you want to see fluff, there's other people that you know who they are. You can go check out their lives. But I'm not going to fluff you. I'm going to tell you if you have a mistake on your plan. To whoever's in chat. But yeah, no, running the clones is something I want to run this time because I don't want to. One thing with running the separate cultivars is that the different watering times, and I'm on my automatic water, is something that I want to try to change up. Does anybody else want to pop up? Yeah, actually, B-Lane. You know what? I watch him too, but it's more for the entertainment. I'm not going to learn anything from him. Yeah, it's all good, ACT. It's all good. I'm just wondering if there have anybody else who wants to pop up, or we can. I thought Levels was gonna come up, but I guess he fell asleep. Is Levels even? Yeah, I think he fell asleep. That's well, we'll wait a couple of minutes. Maybe I'll see what's on here. I'll smoke one more joint and maybe we'll go to 7. Yeah, all right, yeah, come up. I'm only gonna go to 7. But yeah, come up, let's see what you got. I know, right? He's gonna be on for the last little bit. What's going on, man?
What up, man? How's everybody doing?
Oh, good. Just chilling.
Hell yeah. My bad. I was taking care of some shit around the house and the yard and shit.
Oh yeah, no, it's all good.
What's up, chat? How's everybody doing, man? Yeah, Hills, come up here. That'd be cool. Bye bye. Fuck you, VLAN. Hasn't been on it. I'm going. All right, fly by. I got you. I'm here. What up, Dirty Worm? Hills. How's everybody doing? Can't applause. Matt, pretty good show, man. I like it.
Sure.
I said pretty good show so far. I like the IPL's fucking beast of a fucking tree over there.
Oh yeah, the thing was huge.
Mad love. IPL, great job with that, man. I was drooling over here, man. Viking, what up? What's all this?
Well, the guy
fuck
that
about,
I don't know if it's one of you guys, but like, I'm all good with you guys. But that guy was, I don't know who he was, but he was just straight trolling with nonsense. The guy doesn't nonsense. He had no actual thing to back up what he was saying. It was nonsense. Until I know that person knows how to grow, I'm not going to listen to somebody tell me that because I know how to grow.
Back. Welcome. ATC. So yeah, man, I'll show the girl here in a second.
Yeah,
I
dude.
put the trellis net up. I know y'all seen it. Oh, look. God,
I can
no,
pretend like
God.
I didn't.
You know, I did the transplant, what, like 2.5 weeks ago or something like that? Right? So, I watered them, well, I watered all three, except the Mac 1. Still ain't watered that thing, it's like 10 days or something now. But, it's doing fine, it ain't
They're still in veg, right? Or did you flip them? I haven't watched videos in a little bit.
I'm far from flipping.
Okay, cool. So make sure you weave out and stretch it out instead of just like weaving into it. Especially on that trellis, that first one. If you're gonna do anything, make sure you tuck that shit tight, and make sure you fill it because I wish I went for another week and a half on my tent.
Watching you do that, well, we didn't talk in depth on it, but I remember asking you, "Are you sure you want to flip that?" Because for me, it's all those holes gotta be filled. I'm not gonna look for flower stretch because you might have a strain that don't stretch that much in flower. You know what I mean?
That's what I think happened to me because by the last one, my strawberry, the peanut butter and jam, I think had more of the sativa in it. So it had more of the stretch, but this one I think has definitely more of the squatty in it. So that's why I was sitting there. I was like talking to it. It was like, just fucking get through and then finally I'm like, screw this. I just dropped my trellis down to it.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, damn. I was like, that's on Facebook, and I was like, shit, you should have waited. Like,
better though.
It ain't bad at all, by no means.
These clones though, because I know how Cherry Lapuga is going to be growing. I know how it's going to grow, and so when it's in my 4x8, I'm going to run all of them on the food that I'll know which is the best feeding where it likes to food the most, because I'll just play with it right on the spider farmer run and test it out, and then I'll just hit it hard and try to get the most I can out of the tent on a clone run. So they're all going to be drinking the same. They're all going to be fucking doing the same thing, being clones, right?
Right.
Because I have it all on hydro.
Hell yeah. So wait, you got it on hydro? What?
My grows on hydro, dude, is automatic drippers that go on at every.
I thought you meant like motherfucking like DWC.
No, I don't do DWC.
I was like, I know, because I saw you were in Coco. I was like, what the fuck's going on here?
I do want to do DWC in one, so I can have one Coco, one DWC, and one organic, and say fuck you to everybody who wants to talk shit.
I do too. So, I don't know if you watched the video or you heard the plan here. Well, first, let me tell you this. Remember how I transplanted 2.5 weeks ago? Well, I watered yesterday. So I noticed this morning and last night, compared my camera pictures, and they're telling me they're ready to feed. I'll show you when I go in there. You'll see on the gooseberry, they're lighter green. They were dark all one color yesterday. Now the tops are lighter green. That's telling me it's hungry.
Mm-hmm.
That it ate all the nutrients in the soil. Because it's not just that plant, the gooseberry behind it.
What's going on, Hills?
Welcome. Thank you.
What up, Hills?
Hey. Levels called me out, so I had to step up.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
So what were we just talking about? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
You're all right. You already know we've been talking. Well, you didn't know this. So, you know how I transplanted 2 weeks ago, Hills? In the fresh ocean forest? Well, Remember I was like, I'm going to give them straight water for a few weeks until they tell me that they're hungry?
They're telling you that they're hungry now.
Yeah, exactly. So all the tops are like a lighter green. So that's telling me that they ate all the nutrients that was in the soil. So it's time to start feeding. And I'm not gonna lie, man, I really like the fact that I'm learning when the plant's talking to me. I really like that, brother. It's making me a better grower. It's making me aware of what's going on. And it's just a learning experience. I like knowing what my plant's telling me. I like to understand on the communication there.
It's like the same thing in the trades, or it's the same thing with coding. It just takes so many hours of repetition of the same work to be able to understand what the next step is, or to how to speak the hidden language. So I'm still an apprentice, still learning, but you're starting to realize what it's telling you. You're reading the roof, as they tell me all the time. Read the roof, God damn it.
Yeah. Really though, I mean, it's interesting now that, because before I was kind of blindfolded in the dark there. I was like, I'm looking at it, but it's not registering to me. I'm thinking it might be a deficiency or something, you know what I mean? Back in the day, I'm saying a couple months back. Now I can look at it.
I guess I'm speaking from some of the GrowBoss teaching, but sometimes, you can actually have a deficiency, but sometimes it's that you killed the root hairs, so it's unable to take up the nutrients. That's why you're deficient. So, not saying that we're all killing root hairs, but that's the number one cause, I would have to say.
Right. No,
but like that one guy said, I ain't no scientist. I'm still learning. I ain't no master.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. So, Matt, I don't know.
It takes a lot. It takes a lot of grows, a lot of everything. You just can't.
Yep.
You have to see everything, kind of get through everything to fucking even.
To do it multiple times, to understand what you did and keep good notes too, either mental or actually write them all down,
Right. Well,
or you keep good videos, and then now you can always go back. There you go, man. Yep. EC, ppm, your recipe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
My fucking temperature swings, so I can know if it was a temperature issue or if it was fucking to do with my nutrients during that time.
Hell yeah.
I know what my parameters are, but it's really hard to keep the parameters that tight, you know, unless you willing to spend on environmental controls such as AC and, you know, some really good dehumidifiers, which I do have some good dehumidifiers. AC would be my next step, but I'm definitely not there yet.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I don't know if I told you, but so the plan for the Mac 1, it's got till not this Thursday, but the following Thursday is the decision making. Now, if it ain't up to par on that net and being stretched out by that day, it's gonna go outside. I'm gonna veg it outside. I'm gonna get it nice and big. I'm gonna flour them bitches. When those bitches are done on say week 6 of flour, I'm gonna pull 4 clones from the Mac 1. I'm gonna root them. I'm gonna get them maybe week 5 of flour. I'm gonna root them. I'm gonna get them big, and I'm gonna do a whole 3x3 all Mac 1, 4 plants. Bam, wall to wall Mac 1.
So finish up with this project and start it next, you know, versus having multiple plants in multiple phases, right?
Right. Yeah, man. We're good in there.
Or at least in your flower space. That's what we're talking about. Yeah.
Oh man, Hill,
That's what fucked me, because I didn't have a plant ready for flower for five fucking weeks. I should have had my plants ready for flower. That's why this time I'm not making that mistake. I have my clones ready now, and my plant's just going to week 4 flower, and I'm gonna be drying it in that tent for 2 weeks after flower's done, after 10 weeks. So I've already said it. I'm gonna be having 10 weeks of veg. Then I won't even recognize the 10 weeks of veg, because it's not like I'm waiting on it. It's doing it as I'm flowering and drying. So I just take that plant, stretch it out, and then go.
Yeah, I have basically the same type of setup. Here, let me switch things around real quick. I'll show you my setup.
Small tube. Small tube's been in the community for a while. I'm sorry, Hills. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. No, I was just explaining to Matt. That's kind of like my setup.
Yeah. How you flip and go 4x4 to 4x8.
But you always got to have something else ready and going and vegging. So when you're ready, the tent's done. You're cleaning, resetting, putting it in there. If you need one to kind of stretch it out, you do. If not, let it go.
He wiped his 4x8 out the same day. He chopped all those on Happy's show. He chopped all those, took his 4x4, put it straight in the 4x8, filled that.
That's perfect.
Within a week, he had.
Here, let me back out and be right back in. Somehow it's not loading my camera.
All right. But yeah, fucking within a week, bro, he had cola for cola again. Fucking, you'll see his fucking tent is stacked. But anyway, Matt, I'll send you the pictures I found. I don't know if you know who Keith and Chief is on YouTube, but I found a video of him. He grew the gooseberry, bro. Wait till you see the colors on the fucking gooseberry, bro. Serious, like real shit. Wait till you see the fucking colors.
Yeah, man.
I never seen it flowering, so I went and researched it. I just started typing in gooseberry soak them genetics on YouTube. Fucking beautiful, bro. I think I shared one of the videos. Fucking amazing fucking buds.
Have a good one, man.
Man, have a blessed night, man. Thanks for handling that.
Yeah, I can probably only go for a bit longer anyways, but I'm gonna check this out for sure, but I have to go pick up a chop saw actually for work.
Okay. Now I'm back.
There we go.
So this would be my this is my cloning or my mother station. Just a T5 light. They're pretty big. I've cloned these and
Big
I'm
string.
just letting them grow up. But
Oh,
so
Thank
they're just it's just the back room, or this is like an overflow. I don't always flower in here. It's just for that. Go on, stupid cat. So and then oh shit! After I take the clones, this is what they've been in here for about 2 weeks.
There
So,
we go. Look, 4x4. I'm ready
I
again.
start my topping and training and getting them to the right node structure. But here pretty soon I got to start eliminating a couple of them. I got way too many, obviously.
Get rid of the week.
What this is? Since they've been in out of the cloner, they've been in here for 10 days. Tomorrow will be week 2.
Yeah, I said you're gonna have to get rid of the week.
Oh, the week. Yes. Which there's
the
I know
back
you got
run.
that already.
2, 3. But those are something goods, so I'll probably
Okay.
those will probably go in the. That's actually the strain name. Those will probably go back in that room, and they'll be vegged out for a while, and then I'll end up taking another clone out of that. I'll be running some of these genetics in here. This would be my sour diesel, my road goat, and my Bubba Katsu. And that's basically what's in my tent here. Here, I'll show you. So tomorrow will be week 5, day 28.
Let's go.
A little bit longer of a leg.
Let's go.
But
Nice.
probably plant count was one thing that was against me. I thought I could do 8 this run, and I need to probably get back down to 6. But there's
Yeah.
5 different cultivars in here, so yeah, you can kind of see some different. This is the frosted raspberry, and these 2 are the sour diesels. And then you got the road goat and the Bubba Katsu over there. But
Now, I
yeah,
think I
it's
heard-
perpetual. It's hard to get started, but once you get the stations set up, you can actually work them pretty good. You know, you just got to get down your timing. So
I think I heard you say if you would have known that the sour diesel was a cultivar like that, you would have preferred to run all 8 or 6 sour diesels, huh?
oh, that whole tent would be full of that right now.
Fuck yeah.
This would be the view that you'd be looking at multiplied by whatever. That's 2 plants.
Right.
So that's 2 different seeds there. So I guess that I want number 2. Number 1's good, but either that or you want number 2 because it's shorter. I don't know. We'll see which one's plumps up or stinks or whatever the preferred one is. And I have those in the tent right now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But, I'm still learning. I really am. Just
What about
getting
you?
lucky and staying on a right path and doing the right things that I need to keep on going.
What about
Really,
the-
if you're taking notes every single time you grow, you're always going to improve. Like, because you're always going to find something that you're like, oh, I could have done that better. I do that all the time, and I'm always taking notes to just improve the littlest things whenever you do it.
Yes, I agree. Yep. Or how to cheapen it up, or how to use things to the best ability versus, I don't know. It's almost like these lights. I like these lights, but they eat up this tent too much. So I have to set up my AC Infinity controller so it regulates the heat inside the tent.
Right.
So I can only get up to 85, and then it starts to turn down the lights by 10%. So then it'll hold that until it cools back off. So that's the only way how I can make sure that it's not going to cook, versus because I do run CO2. I mean, yeah, I could have a fan, but that's the backup of the backup, you know. So, you know, I will admit I do run CO2 in the 900s to 1,000. It's set out of about 850, but when I put the valve up to 5, it will rise up to just over 1,000, and then it comes back down. And I don't know how often that goes off, but well, more often I have the doors open, it goes off. But yeah, that's all within my little lung room down here in the basement.
What about the clones? They're downstairs.
Well, the clones, those are the clones right there.
From the cloner?
The cloner's not set up right now. The cloner's actually, it's done with until I need to take it again. It's not a perpetual cloner like I'm always taking clones. But I mean, maybe here pretty soon, if I get some type of material off of the sour diesels or something, a couple of these plants, maybe I'll try cloning them sooner than later. So then I can get something else started, you know. But a couple of them already gotten a couple toppings. A couple of them been left alone. Some are growing really tall, and some are starting to get, you know, their branches set. So we'll see. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man! You're looking phenomenal.
I've been trying to give Levels some really good encouragement and, you know, a path to follow, you know. I think we all are trying to encourage him to become a better grower. Or not that he's a bad grower, but you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I do.
A learning grower. Yes, a newer grower, yes. Just like me, but we're learning together.
I'm not exactly a new grower, but I'm definitely a newer grower.
Yep.
I'm learning.
You're picking up on what you're going wrong. You're overcomplicating what you're doing in your garden, and simplifying it will make it better for you.
Correct.
Yep.
Simplifying and a regiment. You know, you get a timing and a spacing, and you know, you do things for a reason, not because you want to.
Yeah, the way his tent's looking now is much better. It has it's.
We take it down.
Alright.
Yep.
I'll show mine here.
I can zip everything back up.
I got 6%.
Yeah, I might as well go show it because I'm only going to be on here for another 18 minutes because I got to go pick something up.
I'll wait 3 more minutes and get an extra few.
Oh yeah, you're charging right now. That's why you have to sit there.
Yeah, at 6%. We'll give it 3 minutes and I'll go show. But yeah, I'm excited, man. Like y'all were saying, man, I'm definitely coming a far way, and just knowing what I'm looking at now it's rewarding.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna look at the motherfucker and understand it. I used to just look at those motherfuckers and just not know what the fuck is going on.
Thank you, Santa Claus. Thank you, BK. Bye.
Chat closed down.
Yes, thank you, Roboss.
Hell yeah.
Really?
That's where I came from, Matt.
Oh no, not you.
Oh,
not you.
Oh, he's
No, you're really good. No, I'm talking about the guy's name that just came in.
Look, the troll came back as Matt's brown space. So we got some trolls in here, and we got a comedian.
Damn, here they come.
I love it. It's awesome. Excuse me.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about my tent is this time is I have way too much leg for the style that we were kind of brought up on, or that the drill boss was teaching us before he went off the air. And so I think that's probably almost 10 to 14 days too long.
Right.
And maybe also too, having 8 plants, I should have had 6. And then I probably wouldn't have got as much stretch. And I wouldn't have had to picked off several of those nodes and those branches off the bottom. So,
Right. No, what you're doing over there, Hill, you got a good system and a routine, and
Yes.
You're sticking with it.
Yeah, and I also feed the Emerald Harvest complete line. So I got rid of all my other side nutrients, and I only feed their nutrients on their schedule. So I'll see. This is the second grow that I've done that. So this time I'm feeding a little bit more frequently, which that was encouraged by the rep of the company I spoke to last month. So it was right when I flipped the flower. So I'm feeding a little bit more now.
Right. Yeah, man, I'm excited about starting them back on nutrients, really.
Yeah.
I'll wait another minute or so here.
If you ever really just wanted to feel like you wanted total control, or you wanted to be able to feed them, you could just use like the HP, the what am I thinking of?
Thank you, Canna Paws. I appreciate
The
that.
Pro Mix?
Man.
Yeah, the Pro Mix HP, which I mean, it only has a couple days of nutrients and some mycorrhiza. I mean, we're talking days. We're not
It's got a
talking
wetting
days.
agent in it though that helps. I'm actually using the Pro Mix HP for my organic stuff because I'm normally a cocoa grower, so I just went to that one because it was an easier, more porous one to kind of mess around with without doing too much stuff with organics.
And I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter how much you try to slow down your growing with HP, you'll always end up with the perlite on the top of your pot. It just
Perlite
always floats.
it floats. That's why I used to run perlite in my cocoa a long time ago when I first started, and I cut that out pretty quick. I just went straight 100% cocoa now because the perlite it always floats.
Yeah.
You want to put me big screen?
You went into your garden?
Yeah. I'll show a few plants. This is that clone. The white one?
Has it gone back into veg yet, or?
I don't know. It's still looking crazy.
At least you have the light on it.
Yeah, the light's on it, but I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. What?
Hold up.
What?
I just want to hear who this is. Who is it?
You're mute. You took them
No.
off, or they?
Yeah, because he muted his mic.
They might not have known who
Better
was
be
muted.
careful. It might be that Nick guy.
Oh. Is it?
No, let's hope it's not.
Is that the cripple?
No.
No.
That was on High Desert Genetics. They got
Yeah,
trolled big time, bro. I don't know if you've seen it, but I did. Holy
No,
fuck.
He didn't see it. I don't think that shit was fucked up.
Guy's showing off his pythons.
Literally. Yeah, it was fucked up moment. Anyways, this is the purple crack cross with sour. Wait,
BK, did you see that shit?
this is the Homer's breath. I'm sorry, purple crack cross with Homer's breath. They sleeping, that's why they look like that. Look at stretch. Look at the stretch on this bitch though. You can't really tell.
Oh, you took a bunch of these out. Good.
Yeah, I did.
It needed it.
I wanted to open her up in there some. I need to take some more.
Maybe that's who it is, man. I'm just gonna keep them back. I'm just gonna keep them backstage for a bit, so that they can slither up the asshole, and the person can be like, "Why is it taking so long?"
Take those
You
off.
won't give him his airtime until he fucking is done with it.
Well, why didn't he just say who he is?
It's just a troll.
All right, just the gooseberry. She's going to sleep. Y'all can see that. He's all leaning on each other. We're getting a stretch out of her. Bro, when I show you, Matt, what her flower looks like, bro. Alright, this is the purple crack crossed with sour cherry glue. I got them bent over. We getting all those tops, all the lower nodes, bringing them up. This is that autoflower, Matt, that went in the flower in week 2.
Oh yeah, I see.
This thing's dense though. This thing's hard as a rock.
Yeah.
I've been giving it Beastie Bloom with Tiger Bloom and mixing that with Advanced Bloom.
All in a soil that you pre-mended?
No, this is Ocean Forest. I don't do the super soil shit no more. You know that, Matt.
Yeah,
Well-
you should kind of let the plant just go, but you also shouldn't be feeding it all those synthetics when you already have a soil base.
I don't have a soil
Well,
base.
Base, and it wasn't fresh. It's been used up pretty much, right?
Oh yeah,
No.
yeah, I hear you.
Not the Ocean Forest. It was fresh. Well,
Well,
yeah,
so-
it was fresh.
Then 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, you put that plant in there, but now it can receive some food. I get you.
Right. I seen the 2 lower leaves going back yellow, so that's what made me know that it was ready. My tomatoes, I don't know if y'all can see them, but they are blowing up.
It's that time in the heat.
Well, this is like day 9 on Miracle Grow. I gave them a higher nitrogen. Not the blue Miracle Grow, some other shit I found. Got a 12, 4, and an 8 MPK on it. Well, they fucking love it, bro. They're blowing up like fast. Like all this is fucking fast growth. Alright, let's go check these out. Take a look at the chat real quick. That's one joint. Junior, it was an experiment.
It pretty much is a one joint though.
Junior, I was expecting to get 2 pounds out of that, man. What are you talking about?
2 grams.
No. 2 half
It
a
don't
gram.
matter. You're gaining knowledge, and next year, a year from now, that fucking thing's gonna be rocking.
Right. All right. Y'all can see the light green on the tip, on the tops.
Yeah.
They're ready for food, I'm telling you. I know it, I see it. They hungry. They were just dark green like this. Y'all know, y'all seen it. And they loving the trellis. I got these suckers I'm working on here.
Well, you still have that one plan, and you might pull it off. So you might be able to make a little bit more room and spread the room out if that one ends up coming out. So that'll open up some more footprint of that tent, right?
Yep, exactly. So we'll see if this thing comes up and I can get her on the net here, and whatever, how many days that is, we'll see, man.
8 more days, 9 more days, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. So that'll be the game changer, and we'll see. If not, we'll throw her out and we'll veg her out for the summertime, and we'll get 4 healthy clones from her. I might do what Hill said, like grab maybe like 6 or 7 healthy clones and pick 4 out of the 7.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And then maybe that's what his plan might have to be, to be able to have the same size plant under the same size conditions.
Right.
But, yeah.
Same strain, same everything. None of this, I'm going to catch this up and we're going to slow these down.
I seen the picture. You sent it to me.
Oh, bro, it's so fucking pretty. If y'all, I posted it, I think, the video on my community tab to show you what the gooseberry, your boy Keith and Chief, he did a video like a year or 2 ago, but I found it. And the gooseberry flower is so fucking gorgeous, bro. Excuse my language, but it's so fucking pretty, bro.
We need to start having like a cannabis faith channel on Sundays so we can bring 6 plants there and somebody will pray over them. Stop touching them. They do not need you. That's what Flyby says.
Wait, what did he say?
He says, stop touching them. They don't need you to be touching them.
All right. Okay. I can't help it.
You're the type of boyfriend that like just goes around and pinches their ass and tweaks their nipples all the time just because you can't help it.
Oh.
Like, just you walk up behind her.
Oh. No. But she's looking good, though. They're looking good, man. They're liking this net. I'm going to let them dry out for another 4 days, and then we're going to start them on some nutrients. Oh,
I know you don't have the option, but sometimes that's why I like the smaller net. And some people say, well, leave the smaller net for the top. But then now the smaller net allows you to slide it over one, and then if it doesn't grow over that 6 inches, at least you can come over that 3.5 in the smaller net spacings.
Yeah, right. I prefer to do the 3.5 inch from my bottom net, and then I do 3.5 inch from my top nets now, just because I have it in such big quantities.
Correct.
But the 6 inch is okay for your top net. I always find to support your buds, but I always like the smaller squares on the bottom because it gives you way more opportunity for training.
Yeah, I think
Right.
that like a 6-inch net is more for emotional support instead of actually like training work. You know, just so when they get so fucking fat that they just fall over. You know.
This isn't 6 inches. Maybe right there on the stretch part.
Go
so
get the
horse
white
can-
nylon stuff that I use, dude, because it doesn't stretch like that elastic stuff does.
Yeah, I
It
was
doesn't,
talking
Matt. Yeah, I hear you, Flyby, but I do like the smaller trellis spacing.
It just gives you more area, because it gives you more options to train, to do a tighter train if you need to.
Right.
Yeah,
I think
you're,
Oh, wow.
or sometimes you have to hold it down and then fucking make it go back up, Flyby, because it wants to run away. You better just cut off that branch.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
no, you
free
you're
cat.
yeah. Flyby, I hear you. You're right. If you have that's why when like my tents, like when my nets are coming into flower, there's a big bulge in the center because you can't really hold it down. You're right. It's not flat.
Yeah, Northern Scrogger at one time, and he's all whatever, but he used to use that fucking weight to be able to hold it down so it didn't pull up the net.
In my 4x8, I use the high CFM kits. So they're basically, you could just make yourself a bar out of PVC if you really wanted to. But
Yep.
you could do that. I do that straight on the center and then tie my net to that as well. So it's not just all the way across, because it would be a giant banana boat basically. But
Yeah,
if you have it in the center, it kind of keeps it tighter.
You know how you make them the cheap way is you buy a tee and then you put it on your end of your rod, and you put it in if you get a skill saw or a chop saw, but then you put a tee at the end, but you cut off that half circle. So now you can glue it onto there, and now you can duct tape it onto your other pole. So it's open-ended, so you can make yourself out of PVC that way. Just be careful. We all like our fingers here.
Right. Gave me all big scream.
Is that, oh sorry.
Yeah, we're actually gonna put it outside to let it grow up, and then take clones of it. So yes, we're gonna.
So, man, I wanted to ask
what we're
you,
gonna try to do.
You're going to Tuesdays now? I like that.
Yeah, I'm going to Tuesdays at least until the end of August, because I'm doing Wednesday. What?
I was gonna say, you know why I like that? I noticed you go live, and nothing about you or anything, just everybody. There's about a handful of people that go live at the same time on Wednesday, and nobody really goes live on Tuesdays. So everybody's like looking for a spot on Tuesdays. So I think that'll work out more for you, like better for everybody.
Oh, I'm good with it. I'm good with it.
Because, that way nobody else, you won't have to worry. Not saying you do, but sometimes when there's 5 lives, everybody's spread out instead of like when it's just one live, everybody's there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, everybody can chill and talk together, right? And put the input in.
Well, that's how it used to be, where you used to be able to go from one live to the next, and it was like a 6 or 7 hour show if you didn't have anything to do, and one live went to the next. But now there's just so many, and different people hang out in different rooms, or different rooms are about different things, and it becomes a big jumble.
Yeah. But I'm gonna have to end the live here because I have to go pick up a chop saw because mine's fucking toast. So I have to do that in an hour.
Well, thank you for letting us be on.
Yeah, man.
Hey, anybody wants to watch the show, Wednesdays 5:30, Happy Cultivator. I'm the co-host over there. Come by, stop by, check it out. If you haven't seen it, please stop by.
Check that out.
Yeah, y'all check us out, man. I'm happy. Y'all have a blessed night.
And Levels, you going live on Thursday?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Thursday, y'all. Check me out on Thursday.
All right. Peace, everybody.
Have a great
Peace.
night.